My name is Transaurus Rex, she, her. Welcome to my channel. Today, I would like to talk about all the wonderful queer things that have been happening in episodes 8 and 9 of Ted Lasso this season. If you have not seen these episodes or any of the episodes prior to these two, then I suggest that you subscribe to this channel, go watch a crap ton of amazing TV so you don't catch any spoilers, jump right back here after you've gotten caught up, click the like button, and then you can pick this video up right where you left off. If you do not care about spoilers, well, you're weird. And I like that. And you can also subscribe too. I mean, I don't discriminate against weirdos. I do discriminate against Nazis. Everyone should discriminate against Nazis. I digress. Okay, so I'm not going to go into a complete deep dive of the entire episodes. I more specifically would like to talk about Colin, who is played by Billy Harris, the lesbian relationship between Jack and Keely, who is played by Juno Temple and Jodie Balfour, respectively, and all the events that culminated together for these amazing episodes. I'm also not planning on going much into episodes 1 through 7 here. There are a few things that I'm going to need to reference for context, but other than that, this is pretty much focusing on episodes 8 and 9. I've also not seen episode 10 yet. I purposely did not watch it because I knew if I did, I would have to add another 5 chapters to this giant script that I'm already reading from right now. I'm sure those of you who are caught up this season are as excited as I was to get not one, but 2 queer storylines running simultaneously with one another. Now, it really was no surprise when Keely and Jack got together. Keely has consistently dropped hints about her being bisexual for the past couple seasons. The way she sexually objectifies Rebecca, or the way that she makes little comments to other women.
No one ever pays a fortune for a photo of a naked man on a yacht.
That means there's a picture of you naked on a yacht. Can I see it? Is it here? Oh, come on, please. Oh, holy shit. Are those your real tits? I feel like a teenage boy. I can't stop staring at them. Where did you get those?
I really need to get on.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Bye.
Shoes.
Blew my brains out with those beautiful breasts of yours.
But it was a surprise for me learning that Colin is a gay man hiding his sexuality from an entire professional football team. I mean, these episodes really hit home for me. The writers have really been building up the tension, and everyone and their mother could tell that Colin was either going to be outed by someone or having to come out on his own real soon. There were so many things these past couple episodes that mirrored my own life and the way that some of my friends and family reacted when I came out as transgender. And the feelings that I got watching this were so similar to the way I felt when it was actually happening to me. But anyway, that's enough chatter, let's get on with it. Episode 8 opens with a montage of game footage, news commentary, and general hype about the current win streak the Greyhounds are on right now, and then slowly transitions to a bunch of mushy Ted stuff we aren't here to talk about. Once all the straight people stuff is finally over,
Cool.
we cut to the main title sequence, and finally we can get our gay on.
Glad this little trip worked out for y'all.
The scene opens with an establishing shot of Keely's beautiful home in what appears to be morning. Then cut to an overhead shot of Keely and Jack lying in bed, and Jack delivers what I swear sounds like a line right out of the guy who wants to keep his lady dangling on a hook playbook.
You know, I think picking up with you might just be my favorite thing ever.
Which, of course, promptly turns Keely's crotch into a garden sprinkler. Almost immediately as the fun begins, Jack receives a text message from her father who hears she is in town.
There goes my boner.
Via an invitation from her father, Jack invites Keely to a swanky polo event hosted by her
Uncle Bernie.
Oh, by the way, this is her Uncle Bernie. Keely fails to understand exactly what would be expected from her at the event, or who exactly Uncle Bernard is, so she originally passes. But in her attempt to persuade Keely to join, Jack tells her,
It'd be fun to show off my girlfriend.
which, when you're in a gay or lesbian relationship, can be very validating and really make you feel special, like, you know, your partner wants to show you off to the world, you know? This, of course, makes Keely gush. I mean, it would me too. She excitedly accepts.
Why wearing Louis Vuitton does he need another fake niece?
And playtime begins anew. Fun time doesn't last long because as soon as things start heating up, Keely's phone starts blowing up with tweet notifications, interrupting their intimate redo. Keely grabs her phone, and from the look on her face, it's pretty obvious that she's not trending in a desirable direction. Please zip past a lot more boring ass straight people crap. Seriously, this show is really amazing and you really should watch it. It's just this isn't relevant to this discussion here. Back at Keely's, she and Jack are in panic mode as a private sexually provocative video of Keely has been leaked on the internet. The data breach apparently affected actresses, singers, politicians, and a reality show guy with a
Very big dick.
Keely, worried how her friends and family will react, plus the fact she is the PR director for the team and CEO for a new startup, understandably starts to have a panic attack. But Jack calms her down, assuring her,
I'm gonna take care of it, okay?
Thank you.
zippity zip zip zip. However, quick love for Trent Krim who is also a gay character who has joined the team this season and who has been somewhat of a mentor to Colin, but we'll talk about him a little bit more later in the video.
Oh, I'm in.
Zippity zip zip zipperoo. We are now in Keely's office, and the blowback from the data leak is beginning to take its toll. Keely's CFO, Barbara, delivers to Keely a written statement that Jack has prepared for her. The statement, not being what Keely expected as,
I'm gonna take care of it, okay?
is a statement of apology drafted by some corporate attorney who specializes in digging rich people out of holes. This, of course, makes Keely upset since she was expecting something a bit more aggressive. Visibly upset that her knight in shining armor didn't exactly throw her on her horse to ride off into the sunset, Keely leaves the office without a word to the staff. In the Greyhound locker room, the team gets word of the data leak, which prompts a few cheeky comments from the boys, including one from Colin where he says,
"Well, I guess I know what I'm doing this weekend."
This is just one of the many comments like this throughout the season that we've gotten from Colin, where Colin attempts to hide his sexuality by overcompensating with rude comments or just trying to be one of the guys. He's also shown other signs of this in earlier seasons. For example, with his choice of car versus his driving skills. I personally know about overcompensating to hide my gender identity, so be sure you're subscribed for an upcoming episode where I talk about that exact topic. The cheeky comments turn into a debate about the ownership of nude images and the ethics involved with keeping or sharing, and even which categories to include.
She's just defecating.
The debate, however, ends abruptly once it has been revealed that Keely, who is the team's PR director, was hit in the hack. Isaac, played by Kola Bikini, who is the Greyhounds team captain, orders everyone on the team to delete any nude photo from their phones that has been sent to them. And honey, they are professional footballers, so you know they are getting snooch pictures all the time. It's a move to protect the privacy of anyone they have been in contact with. They themselves are celebrities, so it is very possible that they could also be victims of a data breach. It's an incredibly sweet move that does not go down without protest, and the complaint,
It could take days, if not weeks.
but eventually everyone complies. However, Colin, having nude photos of his fella on his phone, obviously does not want anyone in the locker room to see, so he skips out the door to try and purge his dirty little sex without anyone catching a peek. Isaac sees Colin skip out, sees this as him not wanting to comply, so Isaac follows Colin out the door to confront him. Now, Colin is defensive. I would be too. I mean, I acted very similarly in situations just like this. I understand how the adrenaline starts pumping, you get all worked up, you get all defensive. So Colin tells Isaac, "F off." Now, Isaac just confiscates the phone, and Colin just sits there waiting in disbelief. Now, this part of the scene is only a few seconds, but I swear my heart found a way to skip 103 beats in that short amount of time, because I've personally been in that same position too many times to count. The look on Isaac's face is the same face I have seen so many times it's haunting. You can't tell if it's anger, fear, disappointment, disgust. Isaac stares at the phone, looks at Colin, and then nods his head in a very nondescript way, then aggressively hands the phone back and walks away without a word. I know the feeling he has right here. That feeling of not knowing where you stand with a person who just moments ago was your best friend. Not knowing if your entire life is about to come crashing down, like you could lose everything. Keely seeks comfort and advice from Rebecca and admits Jack's in-bed response to the hack was lovely, but that she also did not appreciate the public apology that she had prepared for her. Rebecca assures her that the statement was made by a lawyer and that she should just be honest with Jack about how she feels, and that Keely should just give Jack a chance to explain. Rebecca then reminds Keely about silver linings.
Think of how many young women you are going to teach how to masturbate properly.
What?
We jump to Keely's pad where she's depression eating some Ben & Jerry's, sipping red wine, and cutting lines of candy quins on her glass coffee table. Jack comes in all cash-like. They have a very adult discussion about the public apology, and when Keely tells Jack she can't make the statement, Jack understands. All is forgiven. Zippity zip 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 zippity roo. Back at Keely's, and we get this adorable scene where Keely surprises Jack with breakfast in bed wearing her cute little polo day outfit. The mood sours quickly once Jack reveals she un-RSVP'd for Uncle Bernie's shindig. Seeing she is bummed by this, Jack suggests an alternative: to wear their outfits out and do something fun and amazing anyway. But after they have sex for the 13th time this episode. I'm not complaining. Zippity zip 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 zippity zoo. Fun and amazing equals miniature golf to Keely and Jack, and they appear to be having an absolutely smashing time. Witty banter and all.
I'm the daughter of a billionaire. I learned to read a green before I learned to read a book.
Until a bachelorette party, or hen do, with one of Jack's old college chums in attendance, crashes the party, ending all the fun and games. And Jack has this reaction where as soon as she hears her name, she pulls away from Keely to avoid getting caught having an intimate moment with her girlfriend. She then introduces Keely as
My friend Keely Jones.
and we get this moment of realization from Keely as she realizes that Jack is hiding just how friendly their relationship is from our sorority sis over here. And we also catch a brief moment of what feels like shame from Jack, or at least some kind of guilt. Getting friended by anyone you are intimate with can be hurtful, but when you are queer, there comes with it this whole other level of pain. Being closeted is hard, and when you're out and proud, the last thing you want is to be stuffed right back in that closet. However, those of us who are out often forget that the closet is necessary for survival for a lot of people. So we tend to get this selfish feeling that the person is ashamed of us, rather than putting ourselves back into their shoes and realizing we ourselves also used mechanisms like this to protect ourselves at one time or another. Anyway, Keely is still obviously hurt by being relegated to the friend zone, but Jack keeps on like,
Nothing to see here, please disperse.
And the witty banter continues on as if nothing happened.
We'll spot you 20 strokes.
You're on.
But no cheating.
Then only a pound a hole.
Back at Keely's after the Richmond Miniature Golf Gala, Jack offers Keely a
Much more toned down version of the statement.
Keely's response is delivered with obvious sarcasm.
Great.
And Jack does her best to get Keely on board. I understand how this would be upsetting for Keely. Jack tells her what she wants to hear one minute and then flip-flops the next. And, we all know what that's called. It's called being a dick. But things go from bad to worse when Jack describes Keely's private video as a
Porno online.
and then telling her,
Really not something to be proud of, Keely.
I'm proud of Keely for standing up for herself here, refusing to apologize for some pig invading her privacy and not allowing Jack to take away her dignity.
I don't regret making that video. And I don't regret sending it.
The fight is short, but it is ugly, and it concludes with Jack storming out and leaving Keely there all alone. The episode concludes with Jamie Tart showing up at Keely's the following morning unexpectedly. Apparently, he is to blame for her video getting leaked, so he came over in person to apologize.
And I got rid of it all. Just forgot about the emails.
But I have to defend his logic here. His credentials were airtight.
Don't tell me your password was password, Jamie.
I did think I'd fallen because I spelt it with 2 S's.
And happy music plays to remind us all that your life doesn't end just because the entire world saw your snooch. And that you might have also taught somebody how to masturbate properly in the process. Actually, it ends with some more straight people stuff, but come on. Boring.